Okay everyone, get ready because today we're going to learn how to use koto ga arimasu ka, which means have you ever? Now, this is a phrase used to ask someone if they've ever experienced something before. On to break it down time. Our first word is koto. Koto. Thing. But this is something intangible, meaning it's not something you can physically touch, it's more like the idea of something. Next we have ga. Ga. This is a subject marker, and it marks the subject by coming after it. Arimasu. 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 This means to exist. And you're going to use this for inanimate things, meaning things that are not living or breathing. Ka. Now this, as you might know by now, is a question marker, and all it does is it turns a statement into a question. Now, first things first, in order to properly use koto ga arimasu ka, we must first learn the past tense form of plain verbs, sometimes referred to as the ta form of the verb. The reason these verbs are called ta verbs is because many of the verbs end in ta, as you'll see from the first three examples below. Tabeta. 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 Ate. Ita. 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 Gone, went, or been. Mita. 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 Saw or seen. Alright, now, not all past tense verbs end in ta, some end in da, such as yonda, 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 read, and nonda, no-nda, nonda, drank. Although they end in da and not ta, they are still considered ta verbs. Remember that all ta verbs are considered plain verbs. Let's go over the structure. To ask someone if they've ever done something or experienced something in the past, the sentence pattern is as follows. Object of sentence plus our ta verb plus koto ga arimasu ka. Now, let's take a look at the first example below. Sushi o tabeta koto ga arimasu ka? Have you ever eaten sushi? Let's take a closer look at the sentence structure. First we have sushi, which is the object of the sentence. Next we have the object marking particle wo, followed by the ta verb tabeta, meaning ate, and at the very end we have koto ga arimasu ka, meaning have you ever? Let's take a look at another example. Okinawa ni itta koto ga arimasu ka? Have you ever been to Okinawa? First, we have our object Okinawa, which is an island in Japan. Next, we have the direction marking particle ni, which in this example means to. Then we have the ta verb itta, meaning went, gone, or been, followed by koto ga arimasu ka, meaning have you ever? Now that we know how to ask someone if they've done or experienced something before, let's learn how to respond whether we have or haven't done something or experienced something before. If you have experienced something before, you can say, Hai, arimasu. Ha, I, a, ri, ma, su. Hai, arimasu. If you have not experienced something before, you can say, Iie, arimasen. I, e, a, ri, ma, se, n. Iie, arimasen. See, it's that simple. Now let's take a look at some questions a native Japanese person may ask you, as well as practice our responses. Nihon ni itta koto ga arimasu ka? Have you ever been to Japan? はい、あります。 いいえ、ありません。Let's try another example. 有名人に会ったことがありますか？ Have you ever met a celebrity? はい、あります。いいえ、ありません。Let's listen to a mini dialogue. This conversation is between Miu and Yoshi. The conversation level is polite. お酒を飲んだことがありますか？いいえ、飲んだことがありません。Let's stop for a moment and go over Yoshi's response. We already know that you can respond by saying はい、あります if you have done something before, or いいえ、ありません if you haven't done something before. But Yoshi responded by saying いいえ、飲んだことがありません。This is a longer way to respond, but the part inside the parentheses is completely optional. Therefore, you don't have to respond in this manner. If you'd like, you can simply stick with はい、あります or いいえ、ありません. It's like someone asking you, have you gone fishing before? And you respond, yes, I have gone fishing before. Instead of repeating the gone fishing part in your answer, you can just say, yes, I have. Well, the same thing applies in Japanese. So let's hear the dialogue one more time. This time, we'll eliminate the need for repetition by giving a simple and direct response. お酒を飲んだことがありますか？いいえ、ありません。Let's recap. The phrase ことがありますか is used to ask someone if they've done, tried, been to, or experienced something in the past. The plain past tense form of a verb must be used in conjunction with this phrase, also known as a T-verb. For example, 食べた, ate. There are two possible responses, はい、あります if you have experienced something, or いいえ、ありません if you haven't experienced something.